The next thing I like to do after applying compression to our master is to apply some equalization and augment or add or remove any frequencies that we feel need treating in our main mix. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about filtering and removing low frequencies and subharmonic frequencies. Now, realistically, you don't really need anything that's below about 20 or 30 hertz. There's not many systems that will play back these incredibly low frequencies. Even really big club systems only go down to about 30 hertz. So anything below this area is really unusable, flabby, wasted data, and it's incredibly slow-moving energy that will really clog up our mastering processes and make our limiters, compressors, and everything else work harder. You'll also maybe get translation problems playing it back through other systems if you leave these frequencies in, and sometimes it can equate to noise and rumble. So really you want to remove these frequencies, and in Reason there's a couple of ways we can do that. Now you can use the dedicated filter in the MClass equalizer, which we'll be looking at next, but there is another way to go about it. We can actually use the filters on the console itself. There's a high pass filter here and a low pass. The high pass is the one we want, and you can move this around until you get to about 25 or 30 hertz. Let's go with about 26, 27 hertz. And you can play this back, and I'm playing this back on a full range system. You can use headphones, or realistically you want a full range system with a sub. Mine goes down to about 30 hertz, so 32 hertz. So I know that if I'm removing anything that should be there, I can hear it happen. And you can play it back, and as soon as you start hearing coloration, which is where you've removed too much low end and you're affecting the instruments in your mix, you know you've gone too far. Let's get it to a point where the bass is playing. Now what you want to do is turn it on and off, and A-B the two. And you know, if we went to 100 hertz, obviously we're coloring the mix. Then you can move back down until you can hear everything in the mix and you can't hear a change. Now, if you can't hear it change, you're making transparent changes to the master, and you know you're removing frequencies that are unneeded. And there you go, about 27 hertz sounds fine to me. Maybe a little lower, but 26, 25 hertz, you've removed, you know, unwanted super subharmonic frequency there that could be making your limiter work harder, and it could rob you of volume at the end of your mix. So we'll switch that off for the minute. We'll stop the mix, and now we're going to take a look at the MClass equalizer, and there's a dedicated high pass filter on the MClass equalizer itself.